Hello, it's Dom, and in this video we're going to go over how to find um, individuals to feature for Veteran of the Day. That was one of the questions that was asked during today's intern conference call, and so I figured I would address it. I actually I created a video earlier, but my kids kept interrupting me, so so I figured I'd just redo it. Um, anyway, so here we are. Uh, we're on the Veteran of the Day, Trello board, and one of the things that people notice is that, there's all these cards in here. This is great, so many cards, it's cool, but most of them have been they've been claimed by somebody already, So you scroll down here and you see, hey, there's been somebody signed up to be the writer, somebody's graphic designer, oh, there's an editor. One thing I will note, I'm seeing a lot of people's names on multiple cards. Um, I would ask you not to do that. After you finish one card, then add your name to another. After you finish that one, add your name to another. Because if you just add your name to 15, 20 cards, then nobody else gets to do any work because you've claimed it all. So if you're doing that, please don't just claim a card and start working on the card. If you're not working on the card, then don't claim it. Don't claim it. Leave it open for somebody else so they have work to do too. So that out of the way, for instances in which you just don't have the opportunity to claim a card because, let's say, they're all claimed or, there are no more cards left, you may need to go out and search for them. A lot of the ones that are currently here were added by last year's interns. And so, you know, and some that stuck around over the summer as well. And so, they need to be worked on, and, people claim them and start working on them. But if there are none left that have been added previously that need to be, worked on now, and you need to go out and find some, then this is how we have done it in the past. Specifically, we have searched, like we go search in Google for the Veterans History Project. It's from the Library of Congress. Library of Congress Veterans History Project was my search term, and it pops this up. You can go straight to the loc.gov slash vets or whatever webpage, or you can go straight to the search page. This is a search page. I had already conducted a search before I made this video, because like I said, I made a video previously. But loc.com/vets, and you can go to search the veterans collections, and you can actually filter by digitized collection and photo. Now, I will note that I did this earlier, and it did not it did not give me a list of nothing but individuals with digitized collections and photos. I ended up still getting audio, video, and other stuff too. But you can also enter keywords if you're interested in veterans from specific wars or war eras or whatever, or branches of service. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave this the way it is. So, and I'm not gonna even enter a search word. So this is what I did here, and then what I did, I went to Control F or Command F on a Mac and do a search photo, and you can see, hey, there's people here who have photos. This photo album only has one photo, and so we probably would not use this because these photos are, you need to have plenty of good photos in order to do this. If we don't have enough photos to make a nice graphic, then we can't do this. We can't use it. Um, so, and in the previous video that I made, I found Herman Abilene. So I opened this one up. Notice it has photos here, and lo and behold, there were 7 photos. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. And if you click on it, open it up, you want to see if it's a big enough photo. And this one says 640 pixels wide. So you can see this one is 640 pixels wide, and then there's another option for 1024. Now, if you're creating a card in Trello, what I want you to do is download these ones that are the larger version. Because sometimes you'll see the smaller version and then you'll see a larger version. We want the larger one. The higher the resolution, the bigger the picture, the better that the graphic designers can make the graphic for the veteran of the day. So you're looking for a veteran that has multiple photos, um, high resolution photos like this one, 1024 wide. Boom, that's a good one. We could use that. Um, and then, also has some information that you can use to write up the story um, about their service. Notice this one comes with an audio interview with 81-minute audio. Um, and then there's some official documents as well. You can click that, see. Oh, they're down here, sorry. Picture of 3 official military documents, citation from the Secretary of the Navy, citation. Okay, well, I don't know if that's all that useful, but you can read it and find out. And then there's some basic information right here as well. But the main thing that you're going to need to worry about when you're creating a veteran of the day, especially at this point, is ensuring that the veteran has not already been used as a veteran of the day. And the reason that this becomes an issue is because yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I think my computer's being a bit screwy right now. Yeah, it's being screwy. So the reason that becomes an issue is because we don't want to publish somebody multiple times. So what you have to do is go to facebook.com/veteransaffairs. And when you get there, you need to click right here on posts. Go down all the way down to posts. And the reason you want to click on, you want to do the search via Facebook is because the veteran of the day wasn't always a blog feature. This was initially started as a feature on our Facebook page, and then eventually we switched it over to include the blog primarily, and then Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as kind of a corollary to that. So when you go to posts, one thing that you'll see is right over here underneath the sign up, there is search for posts on this page. And when you do that, you will be able to find whether or not somebody has been featured. So what I would do is copy the last name. And you see you got Herman Carl Abilene. Okay, well, yeah, this isn't the one that I want. I would take Abilene, last name, and paste it here, and then search. Sorry, we couldn't find any results for this search. Well, that's understandable because apparently we haven't used this person before. So in this case, since it's somebody that has not yet been featured, they have plenty of good high quality photos and plenty of information and a full-on audio interview, I say go ahead and take this individual and head on over to the Veteran of the Day tab and hop in progress and click add another card and start one up for him. In fact, one of you who I guess whoever watches this video first could probably go ahead and grab this individual and start writing up his Veteran of the Day, or create his card at least. But as I was mentioning, you don't really want duplicates. And when I was during the conference call earlier today, oh my gosh, sorry, my computer is being screwy right now. We found somebody that had actually been duplicated, or at least appeared to have been duplicated, and it was Mr. Almaguer. It was Louis Almaguer, Louis Daniel Almaguer. Anyway, it's Louis and last name Almaguer, and I'm pretty sure this was a duplicate. I haven't compared all the details, but you get the idea. Somebody in 2015 posted it, and then somebody also wrote it up in 2018 as well, and that's not something that we want. We want to make sure that we are only featuring one Veteran of the Day per, like featuring them one time is what I'm trying to get at. We don't want to feature them 2 times. Um, so if you do a search and you see that that individual is already featured, then don't use them. Move on to the next one. But if they are not featured, like Mr. What's his name? Yeah, here is Almaguer. I found his profile over here. But Mr. Abilene, since he was not already featured, you can start up a card for him. And so that is a way that you can go ahead and find content to start writing, so you can write content for Veteran of the Day. Another thing that Adam was mentioning earlier is that on your college campuses, many of the college campuses have student veterans groups. So like Student Veterans of America, or there may be just other veterans groups there on campus that you might be able to go over there and see if anybody would like to be featured as Veteran of the Day. You're welcome to create your own original content in that sense, um, and then you could write it up and submit it yourself for a veteran story or Veteran of the Day. Um, yeah. So also, if you have family members, if you have friends, if your friends have family members, if you know veterans who have parents that were also in the military, like anybody that you know that knows a veteran who you think you can reach out to, feel free to do so. Contact them and see if they would like to have their veteran featured as Veteran of the Day. Those are other avenues down which I mean, for which you can find content to write about. And you know, while it may be that Veterans History Project is the quickest way for you to find and start writing stuff, just keep in mind that you only have to spend 10 hours per week on this stuff. So if you spend 3 hours of your time heading down to the student veterans group on your campus or student veterans office on your campus and talking to veterans until you find somebody who will sit down for an interview, and then another 2 hours interviewing them, and then write it up. It doesn't matter how long it took you to do it, because you're only having to do 10 hours per week anyway. Just document it on your weekly reports, and that's fine. So I mean, to me, having something original that didn't rely on the Veterans History Project would be a lot better than just always grabbing World War II veterans or Vietnam War veterans out of here. Like you're going to school with a lot of people that maybe were in Iraq, or like more recent battles, more recent wars, and so it might be nice to start documenting some of them as Veteran of the Day as well, just like Adam was mentioning during the in his post earlier today on Slack. So yeah, feel free to spend your time tracking down veterans in your area, um, to do an actual one-on-one interview and write them up. We would really appreciate that, actually. So that's all I got. Hopefully this helps you find content to start writing about. And if you have any questions, I will be in Slack. Thank you.